Hey guys, welcome back. Digital Gate Studios. We are going through the Royal Knights. Last episode we talked about the fastest Royal Knight. Now I think we're talking about the second fastest Royal Knight. I know they got a rivalry for sure.
Okay.
So what do you got for us today, Jesse? I'm sure by the hints most loyal Digimon fans know.
Well, if you're fans of the podcast, which you should be, if not, check it out. Link in the description below.
While you're at it, like, comment, subscribe, send this to your friends, etc.
That one too. You assigned me a project.
That's right.
Or you so graciously gave it to me because you didn't want to deal with it. But I took on Kentaurosmon.
I didn't. I took it because you've built Kentauros in the past.
I did.
You know, so you knew it better than everybody else.
So I don't know about everybody else, but this deck is a ton of fun. Once I dove into the cards, I was like, oh, this is fun. This is really interesting. The pieces they gave you, because it's not one of those decks. It's not one of those archetypes. It was really in your face when they first started doing the reveals.
Absolutely.
You know, it was one of those ones you're like, oh, yeah, trash your own security. That sounds terrible. Like, why would you know?
It never quite worked with the Pulsemon stuff.
Yeah. Because you had to, like, sit at 3, you know, and it was just kind of scary. But, yeah, let's dive into it.
Yeah, well, this is great, too, for everybody watching in hopes for EX5 reveals coming out. We got way more support coming.
Way
so
more. This
is a great place to start getting your pieces and start practicing this.
Yeah, order these now. So these are the Kentarumon. These are the new BT13 Yellow Egg. We just got out of this new set. So strong, guys. When you trash one of your own security, this Digimon gains jamming.
So nice.
It's really strong. You're swinging multiple times in this deck.
Yeah.
You're also Blinding Ray, spoilers, doing a lot of cool stuff.
Spoilers.
So you Blinding Ray, give your Digimon jamming. Really strong, really good. Okay, and now for probably the best yellow card, best yellow rookie we've got in, I don't even know how many sets universally. We are searching yellow vaccines.
Yellow vaccines, yes.
We're finally searching the middle trait.
It's crazy how only vaccine has been the only searchable trait so far. I'm very excited to see other options come out in the future.
Like virus and data and stuff like that.
I think virus is the one we need the most.
So I would say like 90% of the cards in this deck are yellow vaccines, including our level 7s, which is wild. So really strong, awesome card. It's Kentarumon, so we're also going to there's a couple techs in the deck that play it for free. Really fun. So that's going to be your big searcher. And you also get to get Yellow Tamer, too. So my favorite Kentarumon from back in the day, revived in this Royal Knights binder alternate art that I love.
Yeah.
This Kentarumon, this was a kind of, I don't want to say revolutionary card, but I built a whole deck around being able to do this. This was the card that made me really want to play Kentaurosmon. Being able to tuck from trash into your deck and recover on play for 3.
Yeah.
Really, really strong. So if you have a Kentauros in your trash, on play with this, like I said, we play this for free with a couple different techs. Really strong, recover, and give you some more cards to trash on your own. That's the whole theme of the deck, is you trash your own security, and then you stop your opponent from being able to attack your security. We're going to jump into... I had to look this card up. Jumped into the BT4 Kentarumon.
All the way back. I don't even think anyone played it in BT4.
This card was useless in BT4 because trashing your own security was only good with Blinding Ray, and it was only when you wanted to win the game.
When you wanted to do it, yes.
Yeah. So now it's actually pretty good. Pops Floodgates, gives this Digimon jamming, whatever it is. Does a lot of fun things. Also, we are running some options and a Tamer that when you trash it, you actually get to activate the ability. So... really, it's got a lot stronger.
Yep.
This is definitely going to be the one to take out, though, if you do want to put in some floodgates, or if you do want, or when we do get that, was it EX5 one they just revealed?
Yeah. Yep.
This one's coming out. We do run one of the best boy, talking older cards, Bushy. This might go up to a 2 of. I'm going to experiment with the 2 of. If I like it, I'll keep it. I recommend you do too. I'll probably go 2 and 2. Because we do play level 3s for free in this.
Yeah.
And having that win con is really strong. So very good rush level 3. We do run, obviously we run Blinding Ray, so there are a lot of options where if you need to get that one swing, you just pop down all your Blinding Rays, have 5 memory, Bushy for game. So really strong. This card is not a these are all vaccines, by the way. Next one is not a vaccine, and this one is another old card, but it does wonders in this deck. A card that also never really got used. That's why the store champion version was actually like 86 cents. Wizardmon. Really cool 2-cost, 4-cost hard play. Level 4, pretty strong. When a card is removed from your security stack, gain 1 memory. So
Pretty nice.
you do that a lot in this deck. That is the theme of the deck. So it's really good with Blinding Ray, because one of those Blinding Rays is going to give you 3 memory instead of 2. Also, it just synergizes really well with the Kentarumon. Really good. So this is a new one I put in the deck recently, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. Saw it on a couple other people's lists, and I was like, that could be good.
Yeah.
Realized I really like it. We're going to go the new Geogreymon.
Ooh.
So really good. Allows you... So not... It's good because it allows you to play Tamer for free, which is strong. Has to be in your security. But the most important part about this deck is knowing what's in your security. And the fact that this lets you just take a peek at it is really strong. Even if you don't pull anything out of it. But it is nice to be able to play one of your Tamers, because all of our Tamers, except for one, are all 4-cost.
Yeah.
So being able to play those Tamers for free saves you a lot of time and speeds up the deck. Also, when one of your yellow Tamers becomes suspended, which all of them except for one can suspend, delete a 3-cost or less, or 3K.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Pops floodgates, pops, small blockers, all that good stuff. I do run 1 or 2 more level 4s, but they're both 1-ofs. This one's a lot of fun. It's the BT3 Gatomon.
Yeah.
I know you're thinking like, well, what's that doing in the deck? Also a vaccine. It has a inheritable. It's a 4-cost again, so if you do brick, it's not a bad hard play. 2-cost Digivolve. When attacking, one of your opponents gets -1K for the turn. You're thinking, how helpful is that? Well, the important part about that is it's not once per turn. So like I said, this does unsuspend and swing multiple times. So it's kind of a fun little backup to have.
Yeah.
You could easily go up to 4 Geograys if you want. I do like the 2-cost Evo, 4-cost hard play. It's kind of a fun little tech for the deck. And you can swing a whole bunch of times and do a lot of fun stuff. I run 1 Kazimon, hybrid for game. Like I said, you could run 2 Kazes if you want to. I think I did that for a little bit. I just like this. The Kaze is not searchable because it is a variable. I don't think there are any vaccine hybrids. I don't think that's a thing. So not being able to search that is kind of rough, but being able to search, half of your level 4s is pretty strong.
Pretty solid.
And my favorite card of the deck, because I've been looking at this for a while, because I was trying to do it with, was it Lord Knight? There was like an option to unsuspend if you're at 3 memory or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not consistent enough. This deck, it's much more consistent because it's inherent how you unsuspend with the level 6. So now we can consistently use the old Angelwomon.
I love that art.
So it's a great artwork. It's a great card. When Digivolving, just give something security tech -2. Slow your opponent down. That's kind of what this deck does. You want to really, it's a control deck. You really want to make sure that you're managing what your opponent can do and how many swings they can, because you're trashing your own security. So it's safety net. Best part about this card, though, it is a vaccine. So you can search it. It does have an awesome inheritable. When attacking, play a yellow level 3 for free. So play any of these Kudamons with on plays. Play your Bushy, swing for game, all kinds of stuff. And it's not a once per turn.
Yeah.
So you're able to open your board up with all these Kudamons and Bushies and a bunch of fun stuff just by swinging. Was on the fence for a little while about what other level 5 to play in the deck. I tried a few different options, but I ended up landing right back in BT13 with the tribal, the Chirinmon. It's super strong. Like, there's a lot of ways that your Kentaurosmon is going to die, but being able to just recur one of your Kudamons and get that on play again. I mean, the best part about it is you can just recur the Kudamon and on play, tuck the Kentauros that just died.
Yeah.
Recover 1 and just start your stack all over again. It's really strong. It has barrier too. So if they try and swing into it with, like a Wargrey or something, you can trash your own security to prevent it from dying. So pretty good. It's vaccine, searchable, consistency. So those are my level 5s. Getting into the bad boy of the deck. We are running 4 of the new Kentaurosmon. Super strong. When Digivolving, if there are 6 or less. So this is a late game deck. You want to do this later. You don't want to do this early, because otherwise he's a 5-cost Digivolve, which is trash.
That hurts.
But if you Digivolve and there are 6 or less combined in both securities, he really only Digivolves for 2.
Mm-hmm.
It only costs 2 because you get 3 back. And you get to add a yellow card to the top of your security stack, which is really good, strong. So typically what that means is you're going to Digivolve and swing that turn and do all your fun stuff, hopefully with the Angelomon. And then when attacking once per turn, you can trash top your security, and then he unsuspends and you minus 7k somewhere. So he's like kind of a newer version of Wargrey, yellow Wargrey.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So it's really cool. He gets that unsuspend, swing again, activate the Angelomon again. When you trash a security, you're going to gain a memory with the Wizardmon. You're going to gain jamming with the Kentarumon. Really cool, strong stuff. We do run one of the old Kentaurosmon, just for some
I missed that
flair.
card. It's a great card.
It's gold on gold action here. Really good. Digivolves for 3. It's not a blanket effect, but you can select up to 5 of your opponent's Digimon. They all get security attack -2. So, really good. Doesn't really help if they have something in raising that they're going to do that turn, but it is only a 3-cost Digivolve, so it's not the end of the world. On deletion, one of your opponents gets minus 11k, so a lot of people forget about that. So it's always fun to kind of surprise them and be like, got
him.
Dead. They're really strong. This is a tech that I took from our boy Ryan. He turned me onto this card in this deck, and I'll explain why it's so strong in a little bit when we get to the options. But the Sukuyamon is a 2-cost Digivolve in any other level 6.
Yeah.
The maid mode, I should say.
Is she a vaccine?
No, she has data. So we have.
I couldn't remember.
We have 5 data cards in the deck and 1
really
variable.
Not bad.
Not too bad. No, because you're not necessarily searching for this. This is kind of like you want to treat this as a level 7. It's kind of a bonus.
Yeah.
When you do draw it, it's not really the tech of the deck. But it's really strong. When Digivolving, you can play a 5-cost or less option for free. And then instead of trashing that option, it goes on top of your security stack. So the bread and butter of this deck is a 5-cost option. So we'll get to that in a sec. We do run 2 level 7s. The only yellow level 7 in the game. We found that out through some research. Shine Gray Ruin Mode. If you have not been the victim of this card, you will be.
Yeah.
This card is so strong. It goes in red decks. It goes in yellow decks.
So many
It
decks.
goes in purple decks. It finds its way into any deck that has purple or yellow in the level 6 spot. Really strong. I mean, when Digivolving on deletion just lays down that DP negation blanket.
So strong.
And just pretty much prevents your opponent from winning for like 2 turns at least. It's really control-y. And plus, the best part is when you swing end of attack, you delete this, you activate the Chirinmon, you play out the Kudamon for free, you get to do all the fun stuff with the Shine Gray Ruin. Let's get into some Tamers.
Yes.
This Tamer, I started with 1, loved it. Went up to 2, loved it. Now I'm at 3 because it's what the deck do. You are always less security than your opponent.
That makes sense to me.
It gains you so much memory that it really annoys your opponent.
Yeah.
Because like being able to start your opponent at 7 memory or start your turn at 7 memory, and your opponent just like, I don't want to pass turn. You're going to be able to do all the things you want, And now there's ways to play it for free.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid strong. Oh, and also it suspends. So when you swing with yellow, it suspends, minuses DP. When it suspends, the Geogray deletes 3Ks or less.
That's pretty sweet.
And you get to activate the order of effect too.
Yep.
So,
if you
suspend
minus 1K
these,
with that, pop it to a 3, Geogray triggers. Yeah, that's all.
We do run, or run out of room. I do run 1 TK. Like I said, with the Geograys, it's pretty valuable to be able to look at your security stack.
Yep.
Really good. Also, with the Wizardmon, it plays for 3 because you are removing something from your security stack, so you are going to gain that memory there. It's TK, everyone knows what TK do. This is kind of controversial because I only play 1, and I don't think you need more than 1 in the deck. I play 1, Richard Sampson.
But he's the whole mascot. He's the whole thing, dude.
I know, but there's so many better Tamers than Richard Sampson. He's good later game when you do want to do this. Turn a Kudamon into a Kentaurosmon for 3.
Warp. Yeah.
And when you want to warp, he's good. Doesn't always net you a lot of memory. I mean, he'll gain you 1 if you are already in kind of your win con spot where there's 6 total.
That makes sense.
Or less. He's good in the deck just because he's a good target to keep in your hand until you do the Kentaurosmon play. If you don't have the option, and you want to just put him on top, trash, and play him for free. He's kind of a rough, hard play. Doesn't really make a lot of sense early game to do, but good card. And then we get into the bread and butter of the deck. We run 8 options. 4 of them are going to be Odin's Breath.
Ooh.
This card is Venusmon in an option,
Yeah.
essentially. It's really strong. It also minuses DP from a target, so you can pop a Floodgate and drop kind of the Venusmon blanket for a turn. It's really strong, and this is kind of where the maid mode comes in, because you can Digivolve for 2 onto a Kentaurosmon, or just for 3 onto a level 5.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to play the Odin's Breath for free, and then put it on top of your security. And the best part about Odin's Breath is it will activate on a security check or being trashed.
Yep.
So if you trash it with Blinding Ray or any of the other Kentaurosmon options to trash a security, you're going to play it.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
awesome.
the same thing with the Richard Sampson. If it's trashed, it plays. So these 5 cards are the targets for your Kentaurosmon. If you do Digivolve and you are able to put a card on top of your security stack, that's the way to go. Blinding Rays are obviously really good, especially if you're going for the win and you just want to wipe out your security. It's kind of fun, like just to walk that edge of laying down Odin's Breaths when you have no security and just hope and just watching them be frustrated that you have 0 security and they still can't win. So it's a lot of fun, and I recommend everyone give it a whirl. If you've been sleeping on Kentaurosmon, just wait. I don't know if it's going to be a regional contender, but could be some fun stuff to make this into Ultimate Cup quality deck, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's it, guys. We got more Royal Knights coming for you. I think I've covered 3 now, right? I got Jesmon, I got this one, I got Ulforce. So, I guess we got a few more in the can, and stay tuned for some of Jeff's profiles. He's got some coming out for you soon. We'll catch you in the next one.
Thank you.